Welcome to another set on 21 Days of Alignment. Today we are having a conversation with Dr. Tucker on wealth, entrepreneurship, and alignment. Today we're diving into how money, business, and self-work connect back to something greater. We often talk about financial literacy and entrepreneurship, but what does it all mean for our spiritual alignment?
I never seen myself in these classes. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to have that be the song of the summer because they don't have any. I just saw something on TV. Yeah. I had a radio show in Vegas, and I always play No Air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Notes and it plays.
Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna have Dr. Tucker. Could you tell our everyone who you are and what you do, where
Of
you
course.
from?
Um, Las Vegas, Illinois. Um, grew up in Tennessee. My earliest memories are Tennessee. Um, I seen a lot of stuff in life, and I was treated, very poorly growing up, and so that kind of made me not want to see anybody else go through it. So it made me want to advocate for people. When even when I didn't know I was advocating, I was just getting in people's business. When I see somebody being done wrong.
Right, right. I can relate to that.
Went to prison. I went to prison for breaking up a fight that had nothing to do with me.
Oh wow.
Yes.
How long were you there?
2 to 5 years. I
Whoa.
got a 5-year sentence, and then while you're in the state, anyway, you can clean up a 5-year sentence in 2 years, 4 months.
Whoa.
Yes. So, second time I go to prison, it was in the feds for helping someone else out. I co-signed on the lease for you. They find a gun in your place and put it on me. The gun it was a shotgun.
Yeah.
They don't have to be registered in Nevada, and it had no firing pin. And the state arrested me first. They let me go because they just created that I was on probation. I wasn't on probation. They created. Right. They said he's on probation. Came in, did what they did, took me down for a probation violation. The officers said the shotgun was sitting on the counter, on the top shelf in the closet. They grabbed it, handed it to the next one, handed it to the next one. That one put it by the door. Evidence is contaminated.
Oh wow.
My fingerprints weren't on it anyway, but the evidence was contaminated. I can tell you now that it was a shell of a gun.
Yeah.
The lady who I helped, her father died, so they gave her his old shotgun. So they took the firing pin out first.
Yeah.
So the military gave her a shotgun with no firing pin in it. She kept her father's shotgun. In the state, they said that the serial number was shaved off. So they was like, "Oh, that's automatic 20. The serial number shaved off, but you couldn't connect me with it."
Right.
So you couldn't do anything. Like, yeah, it has nothing to do with me anyway. Ain't no firing pin in it.
Right.
ATF and all of them said that they couldn't even examine it because it was already contaminated. 3 officers' hands have already handled it. It was like, so the evidence is contaminated. They never checked it. The feds got it from them. The feds, right. They handed it to the feds. They said, we got it just like this.
Right.
And then they charged me with a gun with a serial number on it. And yeah, that's how I kept fighting and fighting my case. And that's how I beat my federal case.
You stayed 11 years?
Yes.
Shut up. That is crazy. Now that makes sense what you do. With the
yes,
law,
it does.
With the law and your passion
yes.
towards.
Oh yeah. I went to law school in the feds.
Us going to law, knowing the law and all that good stuff.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because people were done wrong. I was done wrong twice, and lost my life for it. My children were without a father. You know what I'm saying? So they grew up, and the relationship wasn't there like it should be.
Yeah.
Things like that. So it really messes people up, and nobody cares.
Tell us a little bit about what you do and how that would.
Yes.
Yeah.
So um, we have a law, AYNS, all you need services. We have a law class that's teaching you um, court preparation and legal education because we don't know how to protect ourselves
Right.
in court. And we don't know what they're saying wrong or what they're saying to bait us in and trick us into these contracts. And once you're in a contract, you're out of the Constitution. So it's a trick, yeah.
Yeah.
So so that's the legal class side of it. Then there's the Bible teaching. Um, People don't realize that the Bible is a book of the law. They call it the law of Moses, you know,
Right.
the Torah.
Right.
It's a law book.
Right.
So if you know the law of the Bible, it supersedes the laws in the court.
Okay.
Like a lot of people don't know that the court cannot challenge private church documents. So all these people claiming to be Moorish and all these people claiming to be, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
If you're in prison, all your religion has to do, somebody just has to write something on parchment paper and hand it to them.
Mm-hmm.
And the court has to let you go.
Oh, wow.
The court cannot challenge private church documents so long as the fine is satisfied. And if it's a private church, it's sovereign anyway.
Right.
You know, according to the Constitution, Articles 9 and 10. Well, the Bill of Rights 9 and 10. The people are sovereign, but your entity. So if you have a sovereign entity, that takes care of the bill. Boom, because every charge in the world is fine, imprisonment, or both. All you got to do is opt to pay the fine.
Wow.
Take the fine option and you don't go to prison.
Yeah.
But if you don't choose one, the court's always going to choose both because it's in their best interest. So there's a law class, there's a Bible class. I also have a fitness routine that I'm sharing with people, and it gets rid of the way it focuses on the core. So you get rid of the muffin top.
Yes.
And it gets rid of back.
Yes.
You know, for the women, when you're trying to put the thing on,
yes,
you got stuff hanging up here and down here.
Yes.
Y'all tired of that, and that's the complication guys don't understand.
Right.
So, but it focuses on core and back. It gets the back away. So that's legal, Bible, fitness. There's also music, and we offer music as kind of like the reward for going through the courses and the classes and things like that, and being dedicated and doing the things in the community, you know, that to help everybody get unified.
Right.
Because that's really the problem. Then there's travel and entertainment. We actually teach how to build a franchise and create a legacy for your family. Because when you stop working, they stop paying.
Yeah.
If you don't show up to work, you're not getting paid for that day.
Right.
You know, unless you got sick days and stuff like that. So in our business, you become a director and you can will your business to your family. So when you stop working, so you can will your business to your family. So when you stop working, you got the same thing going on. When you stop working, the money still comes in. Because that's what life insurance is about. I sold life insurance when I was like 18. You know, it's to indemnify you. You know, when you lose this spouse or this help or whatever it is, you still need that income coming in.
Now, you also have a book, right?
Yes. Actually, I got several books, but they told me to put one out at a time.
Okay.
So I'm starting with the first book, and it's going to just be the series for them all. It's If You Only Let Me Tell You the Truth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's and it's topics.
Okay.
So the first one is If You Only Let Me Tell You the Truth. It's like the real 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
What people think are the 10 Commandments aren't. Thou shalt not steal, kill. Those aren't the 10 Commandments.
Right.
And it's why there are no more Jews. Those are the two like subtitles too. If You Only Let Me Tell You.
That sounds interesting. So when does your book come out?
I'm trying to put it out in about a week. So now I'm gonna say 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it a place where people can like find you at, or?
That's what I'm working on right now. That's why I said a week to 2 weeks. Working on, so about 2 weeks I'll be up and running.
Awesome. All that is very interesting. So now we're going to go into our topics of today, which is wealth, entrepreneurship, and alignment. So our first question is, in your view, how does building generational wealth, growing in financial literacy, and working for yourself tie into staying spiritually aligned?
That is a great, great question. I don't even know if you know how good that question is. Because the Bible is a book of the law. He gave a law to the Jews and or to his people. And because it was really Yahudim and then the other names, but he gave a law to them and told them if they stick to this law, they would always prosper. That's why the biblical law trumps the law in court.
Right.
So when they make you raise your right hand, say, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, none, the Bible tells you not to swear. And like Matthew 5 and 19 and then 33 and stuff like that. So it tells you not to swear because you can't change a hair on your head or anything like that. So as soon as you say, I swear, you've just canceled your own rights in the Bible that trump their rights in court. If you learn the laws in the Bible, you can live free. You can live peaceful. And there's no law against the things, how the Bible tells you to act in your spirit. Right. And how to be calm at all times and how to see what's going on. Because if you see what's going on, there's no need to be stirred up or rattled or anything else. You know how to deal with certain things. Certain things still may upset you. You know, certain things startle you, but you'll see how to overcome things more and in the right manner to overcome them. So he wants you to be financially free. If you look at all the prosperity preachers, they give you all of the scriptures where he says, you're supposed to live in abundance. Right. But you can only live in abundance once you are free from sin. Sin is debt. Forgive us as we forgive those who have sinned against us. Forgive us for our sins as we forgive those who have sinned against. What's the other translation say? Forgive us of our debts.
Yeah, or our trespasses.
As we forgive our debtors. Mm-hmm. So sin and debt are synonymous, really. Mm-hmm. So because we all owe a debt to the Creator for life, period. So Yahuwah, but financial freedom is part of freedom. And Christ came to give us that freedom. He came to give us life in abundance, like I'm saying. If you look at Esther 3 and 8, mm-hmm. Esther 3 and 8 says it's Mordecai talking to the king, and he wants them to get rid of the Jews. He's like, man, kill all of these Israelites. So he goes up to the king. He says, hey, king, there's a people that live on your land in all your provinces, and they don't follow the stuff we do, and they don't pay tribute to the king. Man, get rid of them, kill all of them, because they don't profit you at all. So how do you suppose that they've lived all of this time until they got there? Because they follow the laws in the Bible, and the laws in the Bible are clear mm-hmm. to them because they understand them and they know what's going on. Now we have things called maxims. Mm-hmm. And maxims of law are what governs the law. Mm-hmm. People think the law is everything. No, there are rules that govern the law, and you can't make a law that goes outside of the rules. So to be financially free and financially independent and to be an entrepreneur is biblical.
Oh, yeah.
So because if you ever looked up the definition of job, worker, it's job is like an evildoer, somebody set out to deceive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. If you look at that, if you look at employer and employee in the Black's Law Dictionary, of course.
Yes.
These words have definitions to them, and all you got to do is look at them, and you like,
I personally don't even have to look at it. I can feel it.
Oh, okay, yeah. It looked like you felt something when I said it.
No, but when you say it,
yeah.
When it said employee or that's my boss.
Yeah.
I don't even yield to that's my boss.
Right.
Or that's my manager.
Right.
There were so many things that when I hear those things, it does not align.
Well, that's my master.
With my spirit. Yes,
when
that's what I hear.
Master's degree.
Yeah. Right. That's awesome.
I like that it doesn't align. I like that you can feel it.
I'm a filler.
Yeah, some people can. That kind of means that you're chosen.
Yeah.
Everybody's not chosen.
Right.
Many are called.
Right. I just wrote something about that today. Okay, question 2. As a businessman and entrepreneur, what are 3 things you personally do to keep your unit? When I say unit, I mean body, soul, spirit, and mind aligned with the Most High.
Mm, today, it's kind of not a problem. What I did to get here was, and I had to do it before I went to prison, or you'll crack up in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Being locked in a cell like that. What I did to get here, though, is I first was reading the Bible. I read the entire Bible because I'm sitting in church as a child,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm reading the Bible myself. While the word is going on, I'm still just reading the Bible. I'm like, okay, he hollering. I don't want to hear that, and breathing all on the mic. It's like, hold on a second. I'm gonna just read, and I'm reading. And I read something, and he misquoted it. I was like, that's not what that says. And then I kept reading, and he said the opposite of what this said. It
Hmm.
was like, so I'm raising my hand and thing. They like, oh yeah, you praying? No, 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 no. I got a question. You just said this, and this says this. Why did you say that? What's going on? So I got started reading for myself and digging,
Right.
and got kicked out of a lot of churches. One recently, and
Oh wow.
yeah, Tuesday. Well, I wasn't kicked out, but they was like, if you don't like what being a teacher, I'm the teacher. You may not come. I'll see you later, man. If you're lying,
Right.
I gotta hold my hand up. But it was a Bible study though. I was like, isn't that what we're here for?
Yeah, for everyone to conversate and
Yeah, because
ask
we can't
questions.
conversate on Sunday.
Right.
Sunday we just listening to a sermon. Now isn't this our time to talk and raise hands and stuff?
Right.
But they don't know me as elder or any title, so
Yeah.
they just see somebody coming in there. I'm playing the drums. I'm quiet and everything, and then
Right.
so you saying something and then you point out, well, not actually. That's not what that says. This right here, like says that clear. Oh, and it's like not to bust you out or nothing. We all learn it together.
Right.
It doesn't mean that you can't learn just because you're still teaching.
So
Okay.
how do you keep?
So how I started was reading the Bible, but
Mm-hmm.
what I did was I went to Psalms and I picked out sections of Psalms, even though
Uh-huh.
I was still reading the whole rest of the Bible. But I would pick out sections of Psalms and I would pray them. Like when it says, "Let me have the integrity.
Right.
Let me be in a righteous state with you. Let me," and I would just pray those, and I would pray
Those
those,
are
and I would
good
pray, yeah.
prayer.
And then Matthew chapter 5, the Beatitudes. Thou,
Yeah.
blessed is the meek, blessed is the pure heart. Only the pure heart shall see God. It's like, Lord, make me pure in heart. And what I'm saying? So I did a lot of that. I did a lot of soul searching. Plus, the more educated you are
The more
on
you
words,
see. Mm-hmm.
the more you're calm. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're complaining about Trump not paying taxes. Well, he has more information than you.
Right.
Because if you have your 501c1A,
Yeah.
you'll stay. You know to stay away from 501c3s.
Mm-hmm.
You know to have your corporation under it. Even if you have a 501c3 under it, then you know to have your corporation donate all of its earnings or most of its earnings to the 508c1A, which is not regulated by the government at all.
Mm-hmm.
You already know how to not pay taxes.
Right.
And your 508 can do what it wants because it's not IRS governed.
Right.
And then you realize um, government means mind control when you break the word down.
Mm-hmm.
So in public, it's the same thing as government. That's why when you look at the Bible, it talks about the private and the public.
That is funny how this net is just like
right here.
it wouldn't even like okay. Fits right in with alignment. So are you saying that all that the learning of the words and all that stuff and that's what helped you stay in alignment?
Yes, because it gives you ideas.
Yes.
It gives you creativity. It helps you see the need that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
And once you see the need, you be like, okay, solution based thinking process just starts.
Right.
So you start thinking, okay, well, how can I stop this? What can be done about this? And for some reason, I've always, not liked bullies.
Yeah.
I see somebody bullying somebody, maybe because I'm short. I don't know. But I see somebody bullying somebody, I'll be like, no, this is not right. So you have to, then I, got into martial arts, but they had me in there at 7. And then I started teaching the class because for some reason, my mind just focuses in on what it is that I'm doing or
Right.
what needs to be accomplished, and I get that done.
Right.
Everybody doesn't think like that though. So for me, I put myself into everything that I do, into learning, into seeing and watching the details of things, and then that just helps you also, like in any type of relationship, friendship, anything.
Mhm.
Okay, I see that's coming. Okay, you know what? Let me do this. Boom, and then and I'm gonna do it before you even know it. But then I won't say, hey, I just did this so that
Right.
as you mature, you learn not to say anything. Just go ahead and do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, like if I saw you with groceries coming through the door, I'm either hold the door or I'm gonna help you with the groceries,
Mhm.
or else, I mean at least offer.
Right.
But for sure, I'm holding the door whether you like it or not.
Right.
I'm gonna help and let you walk through the door with your groceries.
Right. I got it. Okay, so I have two more questions for you.
Absolutely.
This question is for the elder in you.
Hmm.
Um, could the habit of obsessively picking up the Bible and running to prayer for every single situation be not only devotion, but signs of trauma and or even a form of trauma bonding to religion?
Absolutely, you can. That is a very good question. Listen, I know a guy who was who was overly Bible. It's like, what's wrong with this dude? I'm like, this dude like knows every verse in the Bible, but he ended up being a child molester. So when you're overly exaggerated like that, now
Mhm.
people be like, you can't take the Bible too far. He didn't take it too far. It's just what he knew he liked on the inside made him keep trying to get it out, but he was trying to get it out on his own
Yes.
instead of letting the spirit do it. That's not how it works, guy.
Right.
You can know it all, but if you don't have the heart, that's the whole kit and caboodle. And that lets me know that he didn't share it with someone else too, so that that person could help him and hold him accountable. That's not a bad thing.
Right.
You just, you have a accountability partner. Like, hey, you good? Well, so, um, yes, you can be overly anything. Like,
Right.
I eat sugar. I don't eat too much sugar.
Right.
You know, um, you can do anything, just not over till it's about. You can gamble,
Right.
just not to where it's going to get you out of house and home or something. If you sitting down, I mean, I played the slots. I live in Vegas.
Right.
I played the slot. Blue, blue. If I got a roll of quarters, $10,
Mhm.
I'm not playing nothing else.
Yeah.
Now I play $10. Now I win $100. Hey, all right, it works. I'm gone.
Right.
But that'll be like us sitting there and we talking and we sitting at the slot. We just putting quarters in there.
Right.
Yeah, not overly excessive on anything
That's
really.
hard for me to do. So pretty much, you're saying that trauma bonding can be related to um, people running excessively to prayer or Bible or whatever.
Yeah, because
It
you can run excessively to that and never get anything accomplished. And
would
then
you
and
say?
then people will say prayer don't work. It's
Yeah.
like no. Prayer works. It's that all you did was pray.
Yeah.
You pray for a job, you still have to go out and put applications in.
Oh yeah.
But you're
Most
supposed to
definitely.
do the paperwork and pray over the paperwork and then let
Yes.
him lead you to a job anyway.
Right.
And then put in some places that you want to go. And then, and you have a relationship, a communication relationship. And that way you can start speaking to the spirit, and then that's how my sheep know my voice.
Right.
You'll develop,
Yes.
how to have a balance.
Last question. How do you see trauma shaping and connecting in the connection between Christianity, slavery, and God?
Say that one more time. How do I see?
How do you see trauma shaping the connection between Christianity, slavery, and God?
Um, how do I see the trauma in connection with all of those?
Yes.
Okay, the trauma.
As you know, we have a history
Uh-huh.
of
Of
slavery in
slavery.
the country.
That's how we
And
got to Christianity anyway.
yeah, and the Bible was used
Right.
to condone certain actions and
Right.
things.
That's what Book of Eli was all about.
Mhm.
The guy wanted to control the people with the Bible
Mhm.
because he knew the words in the Bible. Because he knows that the name Yahusha works no matter what. It works in the spiritual realm. That's why the verses in the Bible that says, Lord, Lord, then we cast out demons in your name. Well, he was like, I don't know you. I never knew you. But the name works regardless.
Mhm.
You know, if you and you put the faith and sincerity and passion behind it and the focus behind it with the spirit, it's gonna work anyway. Of course you can cast out the demon because you said the right thing. Um, like the guys that were letting the guy down through the roof.
Right.
And he was like, hey man, your sins are forgiven because of the faith of your friends. You know, so somebody else can be praying for you and have that faith. Um, the woman with the issue of blood, somebody can you reach me. Hey, you touched me. You touched my heart. So you can say something to the Lord that'll touch his heart. I mean, people all through the Bible have had conversations with him, but the slavery, well, even in the Bible, in Acts it says they first called them Christians in Antioch. Christian meant idiot.
Mhm.
So in that day, Paul was like, okay, hey, that's all right. Let's show them that we idiots by our love because
Right.
there's no law against it. But the word Christian was still kept in the Bible because Christ wasn't a Christian.
Right.
So but the word Christian was still kept in the Bible and put all through the Bible, all the rest of the Bible. So um, it's been taken out of context and it's not been told like you were actually there in the moment. You know, just like the verse, go ye therefore baptizing in the name of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The name Yahusha,
Mhm.
not hey y'all go say Father, Son, and Holy Ghost and never say the name. You know, if I'm coming to you in the name of the King, I can't just say in the name of the King. You're gonna be like, King who? So you know the name has everything to do with it. So when they gave us slavery, they gave us the word Jesus when it was supposed to be Yahusha.
Mhm.
Well, when they gave us slavery, they gave us Christian. They were the Christians. We didn't know that. You
Right.
know, we didn't know Christian. Like good Christian folk. You know how you hear them say it on
Right.
the movies all the time. So they gave us that. They gave us these words and told us what we were and things like that. So now it's coming out.
Oh yeah.
You know, things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on. I had a YouTube channel in '06, '07 before I got locked up in prison in '08 in the feds.
You started early.
Oh yeah. I was
Yeah.
doing all of this stuff. Now that I'm out, I feel like intimidated because I've been gone
You
so
now
long.
you're
I don't
catching
know
up,
anything anymore. Yes.
and it's a lot more faster, a lot more stuff
Yes. Oh
on
my
there.
God, this is a super
You
fast
like
highway.
yes.
Yeah, so I can do the work part,
Yeah.
but then the social media stuff I'm kind of slow on.
Right.
I'll be needing
Which
help.
is understandable. Well, that was all great. We're gonna our team. We got something for you.
What?
Yes.
Yes.
Those
Yes.
run a little small, so we
That's all right. If
uh,
it's tight, I can take it to the gym and work it.
look. No, it's not tight. I
Oh
got it.
no, it's not. Oh, that's
No, I
wonderful.
got it
This
a
fits.
size up
Oh,
because they run smaller. That's
okay,
why I
yes.
asked your size.
So this fits
And
then.
did you see what the front says?
In God,
We trust.
we trust. That's what I'm talking about. And you know what? That's what the 508c1A is about.
Uh-huh.
It's a faith-based organization.
Uh-huh.
If you don't know what it is, you should Google it. 508C, the letter C, the number one, and then the letter A.
Okay.
508C1A. And it'll tell you that it's not regulated by the IRS. So it's not regulated by the government. Like when Obama was president, he told all the churches to get abortion insurance in there, put it in their church. And they were like, no, everybody hated Obama when he was president. I don't understand why he's a celebrity now. But they didn't want to, but they still had to because they're the 501c3 is part of the government.
Right. Okay. You send me that information, I'll look into it.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, it was great having you.
Yeah, it was great being here. I
hope
this
I hope
area out here.
everyone
This reminds me of Vegas.
yeah, I hope everyone got something from today's conversation, and we look forward to having Dr. Tucker back with us soon. Thank you.
With another song.
Thank you for sharing that perspective. It's powerful to hear how building wealth and working together and for yourself can align us not just financially, but spiritually too.
Oh, already won. Never be defeated. Already won. Already won. It's my time now, how I'm feeling lately. Been that way my whole life, could nobody change me. They was trying to make me average, thought they could save me. But I'd rather speak the truth than get labeled crazy. I was rookie of the year, now they gotta pay me. I was sitting on the bench, now they wanna play me. Stacking bands on the bands like it was Mercedes.